Codex. Culture and History. Orzammar History, Chapter 1. The memories tell us that our kingdom once reached far beneath the mountains, and that the Thaigs were almost beyond counting. Kasharok was the capital then, home to all the noble houses, and Orzammar was simply the home of the miner and smith castes. It was with the Winter Imperium that things changed. Paragon Garal moved the seat of power to Orzammar to more closely oversee the trade that began with the surface. It seemed that our people were entering a new age of prosperity. The memories hold no explanation for the coming of the Darkspawn, only questions. At first there were rumors, noises in the deep roads, a lost traveller here and there. The warrior castes sent men to patrol the road and thought the matter settled. We did not know that while we searched for them, they were engaged in a search of their own. Sleeping deep in the stone itself was the archdemon. They found him and awakened him, and the blight began. The Darkspawn poured out of the deep roads like smoke, then, and the warrior caste struggled to hold them back. Countless Thaigs were lost in the first blight, but, as ever, in the worst moments of our need, a paragon arose. Paragon Idukan led the defences of Orzammar, and the Dark Horde was beaten back. The cost of victory, however, was great. Much of the deep roads were sealed to hold back the Darkspawn, cutting off Thaigs and even whole cities forever. Orzammar is a kingdom as told by Shaper Chibor. Characters. Oghren. I'm not saying I should be your first pick for a dance partner in the inaugural ball, but in the deep roads I'm your man. Oghren of House Conrad was once a promising member of the warrior caste. His house was not especially high-ranked, but many of its members, Oghren included, had won notable victories in the provings and were considered to be rising in prestige. When a Smith caste family with plenty of money but no political connections offered their daughter in marriage, his family accepted the match, and then everything changed. His wife, Branka, was named a paragon for her achievements. All of House Conrad joined her newly made noble house, Branka. Yes, and vanished with her into the deep roads. As time passed and it became more and more clear that Ogron had been abandoned, he became the butt of jokes throughout Orzammar. He took to drink, which did not especially help. Drunk and humiliated, he challenged another warrior to a proving over an insult and killed him. The match was meant to be fought to first blood. As a punishment, he was stripped of his house and barred from bearing arms, the only fate worse for a warrior than exile. Oghren enjoys challenging his palate with alcohols of ever-increasing rarity, potency, and outright lethality. This has afforded him no benefit whatsoever. Books and songs. Trian's journal. 21 for Ventus. I noticed Oghren running around trying to get pieces of my sibling's ceremonial armor ready for the feast. Stopped him and asked him how preparations were going. He mentioned that one of the braces had a spot of tarnish on it. Was quite impressed at its dedication. He's most loyal to our family. 23 for Ventus. He was on way to discuss the treaty with father when came across a messenger waiting in the hall. On being asked why he was loitering about the royal palace, he mumbled something about having a gift for the new commander and asked me, begged almost, to pass along some object or other to my sibling. Me. The heir to the throne of Orzammar does not run errands for a messenger. Must have been new on the job. Had him thrown out. However, was still reeling from the gall of it. Learned later that Balin had told messenger that quickest way to get things to our sibling was through me, and had made him wait until I came by. So unseemly for a prince of Orzammar to play such tricks. He needs to grow up and understand that, as royalty, he has responsibilities. 24 for Ventus. Found Balin's little playmate again lurking about the corridors outside his bedroom this morning. Must have been trying to steal something already had. Bosom seemed fuller than most decent ladies. Some jewels hidden in the bodice? Anyway, pretended not to see her. Would have been awkward otherwise. Wish Balin would keep her confined to his room. If he must have her around. Little brother is too concerned with fun and pleasure and not serious enough about his duties as prince. Must talk to him about discipline when of time. Unfortunately, much too busy with the many tasks father has laid upon my shoulders. 26 for Ventus. Remember to send small token of gratitude to Jailer Helmi. Alliance between Helmi and Idukan must be kept strong. Lady Jaelia will of course accept proposal of marriage, since will be king sooner or later, but never hurts to be polite and keep the lady happy. Hear that there are some surfaces selling silks. Maybe we'll send second out for something nice. Jaelia's favorite color, turquoise. 28 for Ventus. Heard about there being provings held in our siblings' honor. They did not have provings for me at my first commission, and I am the heir. What is going on? Must watch these provings. I make presence felt. Orzammar must not forget that I am to be her next king. From the Journal of Trian. That's the murdered successor, you know. And you see, in the origin, in the dwarven novel over Origin, I didn't like him, and I don't like him after reading his journal any better. A letter from Rica. My dearest Prince Balin, you are too kind to me. I am a small and insignificant thing, and I do not deserve your attention, but your willingness to tolerate my presence shows you to be a prince among men. I cannot thank you enough for the beautiful necklace you presented to me. I will cherish it always, and I promise I will wear it at our next meeting. I know my gratitude means nothing to you, but I must say again, thank you. I will always be your humble and devoted servant. Yours truly, R. Correspondence Interruptus. Oh, I don't think I've read this. To wear a slowstone, age, race, height, I cannot for the differences others perceive, but matching your helmet to my tunic for the amusement of standing in line with your new silent sisters invited attention where none was desired. I will not suffer your company again. Alison Highover, scribbled below. Gonna miss knocking heads with those girls. I have read this. I have read this. I have read this. And that. And that. I think I've read this. I certainly have. Yes, I think I've read them all. Quest related. The Crosscut Drifters. Rogan cut a beautiful line down a minor vein today, twisting his supports along the footwall like a backbone. He's got a gift for lagging. It's almost crystalline. I swear I could tap it and hear the stone sing. Non-standard by any inspector's measures, but that's the sorting point, isn't it? We're letting the stone take us where she wants, not gouging out highways so the palace can have another pantry. I suspect they will revoke our privileges at the next assembly sitting. I say good luck to them. They'll never find us to deliver the writ. They are afraid of the road we travel. We are close to a major strike. The stone, she's pulling us to something, and to the events I'll let dwarves who deny their sense get in the way of it. From the Journal of Bruna, founding fellow Crosscut Drifters. We can no longer tolerate the flagrant disregard of this assembly and published excavation doctrine. The actions of our team have potentially compromised 2 future projects, resulting in an expensive redesign of the deep roads. Fortunately, development of the largest shaft will continue, or you would have faced additional fines. Claims that the stone is directing your actions suggest that not only are you ignorant of pre-planning procedure, you and your group may also be in the early stages of lyrium poisoning. You are in breach of Orzammar mining code and hereby forfeit all claims made during your unapproved activities. The Assembly expects your response within 30 days of your house, as well as those of your team, will face additional censure. Notice of Assembly censure. Here's your response. Take a long breath from a short shaft. B. Addendum by Bruna, founding fellow Crosscut Drifters. We found travel all right. Rogan's lyrium vein led right to the flank of a darkspawn horde. From the look of their kit, the spawn are weak, maybe less from what? No, that makes sense. Were weak, maybe less from breakthrough into that blasted new highway under Orzammar, and they'd be well behind any patrols. The stone knew, she knew, and she drew her chosen with a promise of ore we could taste in our bones. If all goes well, losing this cavern will kill the darkspawn's taste for digging, and Orzammar will never know what it was at risk. We'll be a distant tremor, a ripple in the royal fountain. The charges are laid. We know it will work, and we know at a cost. The stone has shown us the way home. From Journal of Bruna, founding fellow Crosscut Drifters. Jammer stash. That was the Carter thing. Been a profitable season, Kanky. Cutthroat too, so we got to be careful. I'm taking my half topside so I can get a good price. Your half is in my stash box. It's got one of Peake's locks on it. Standard drill, you need the 3 pieces of junk from our common chests to even try to open it. She set them up high-low because you've got the best eye for value in this dig. So yes, I faked some loot. Take only the cheapest looking piece in each chest and you'll be able to open the stash box. Avoid the expensive looking stuff as bait. You take the right one or you don't. And if you don't, hope you like having a limp. Good luck, Jammer. That was the one thing with the take only one piece out of the boxes. This was Salvation, Dragon Age Origins. Wo weiter?